Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sense of Humor podcast, where we talk anything pop culture or anything that interests us. We're your hosts, Tyler and Travis, or Phantom Voyager.
Hello, how you guys doing?
It's good to be back. Good to be back. Oh, there we go. But yeah, so we are back for another episode on episode 45. Obviously, before we get things started, Travis, how you been doing?
I've been doing pretty good. Just doing work things and that's really about it. I'm really getting ready for our camping trip, so I gotta start packing a lot more.
Oh, that's right. When is that again?
It's a whole week. It's from I think August 8th up until a week from August 8th, which I don't know what day that is, but
All right,
it's just
August 8th. Nice.
it's just a week vacation.
Sounds good. I mean, sounds like fun too. And that's with you and your fiance's family, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Any other like news, anything that might have caught your eye or anything like that?
Um, I don't think it's gonna be true, but this is a Marvel thing. But like people
Oh,
are saying that Johnny or Nicolas Cage is gonna come back as a cameo in Doomsday.
I did see that one as well. That seems like a pretty interesting theory, and hopefully it's true. Like, I wouldn't mind if it wasn't even like Johnny, or sorry, if it was Nicolas Cage or not. I do want to see Ghost Rider though, because
Hmm.
now that we have Mephisto or Marvel's Devil introduced to the universe, I feel like that kind of leaves an open void for the MCU. Like, because the real question now is whether or not is um is Johnny, or sorry, Nicolas Cage, Johnny Blaze, like, is he canon to the current MCU? Like that, I mean, I think originally he wasn't, or he was supposed to be, but I mean, Mephisto looks different. I mean, obviously the devil can take on many forms, so that could just be one of them. Like, it's a different actor and whatnot, and I doubt they were even considering getting it the original actor. Um, but yeah, no, I heard that rumor too. I got a couple of things myself as well. So first things first, this is kind of for all Destiny 2 fans, but the new expansion played it. For those of you who were with me and joined me during that stream, that 10-hour stream, by the way.
10
Um,
hours.
yeah,
Holy
no, that.
crap.
Okay, I want to clarify. Yes, I got pissed during the end, but that's because A, I didn't think it would take that long, and B, some of the puzzles just started getting infuriating, and, because that's one of the things they did. They introduced a new thing to make new puzzles and whatnot for story missions and whatnot. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say too much in case anyone who hasn't played it yet but plans on it wants to check it out for themselves. But yeah, no, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. That's me as kind of like not like the hardest of corest of Destiny 2 fans or Destiny fans in general. Um, but yeah, no, I'm sure plenty of other people gave it higher ratings, and that's totally fair as well. Like, I think it was a good campaign. It just, again, a little too much to be said. I'll say it's basically a setup for the next story, basically. So it's not even
Mm.
like, yeah, so it's not even like you're kind of put in a place of like a really dangerous situation. Like, I mean, and I'm fine with a setup. I just hope that setup slash build up is worth it, if you know what I mean. Like, I hope that, like,
Think it pays
as they
off.
keep, yeah, exactly. But other than that, we also have two new trailers that dropped. That one of them I'm really excited for. I think one of them you'll be, well, I think you'll be excited for both, to be honest. But
Okay.
first things first, the Mortal Kombat 2 movie trailer dropped this past week. And I gotta say, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I saw the first movie. I thought it was great. I know a lot of Mortal Kombat fans would disagree just because of how different the story is, how different the origins for some of the characters were and everything. And that's totally understandable. Like, most people want it to stick to the source material. But as a casual Mortal Kombat fan, I actually enjoyed it. But the second trailer made me want to, or second trailer, the second movie trailer made me want to go see the second movie because it's now finally bringing in Johnny Cage.
I like him.
And it
He's
looks
cool.
like, yeah, I think he might be the lead role of this story, which is kind of interesting because originally it was their original character that was made the main character, Cole Young or whatever he was, but
hmm
it seems like he's going to be sidelined in this movie, which is kind of an interesting choice. But yeah, no, it looks
Very.
like, yeah, but
I saw it. I saw the trailer, and I thought it was interesting. Like at first when I saw it, I was like, "There's no way," you know. And then it was, and I was like, "Wait, oh yeah, I haven't even seen the first one." And I wanted to
oh
watch the
really?
first one. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I really wanted to watch it because I heard a lot of good things about it. So I have to see that one before I see the next one. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, from what I can tell, a lot of people in the comments of the video, because I was expecting all negative, like lashback and such, but it seems like a lot of Mortal Kombat fans are genuinely excited for it. Like, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, yes, finally, or like, yeah, this is what us fans want, but the critics will probably judge harshly. And that's fair because it's a rated R film that, like, probably isn't as heavily funded as, like, most things. Because, I mean, some people might not get this, but, like, projects like that don't get heavy funding because they don't expect a lot of people to show up. So, the CGI obviously just kind of a little iffy. Like, I mean, it's not terrible. I still think it looks great and good enough for the movie it's, giving us, but yeah. But the other one was the Tron 2 or the second Tron Ares trailer, which looks
Mm,
freaking cool.
I have not
And
seen that one.
honestly, yeah. So I'm gonna I don't know if you want me to or want to
Yeah,
wait until you watch the
no, say
trailer.
it, say it, say it, say it. You
Say it?
already,
Okay.
you already piqued
So,
my interest. You had to say it now.
okay, fair enough. But so what we've gathered though from the story that was kind of given to us in the trailer, so for those of you who are like, longtime Tron fans that have kind of like watched since like the original movie, you probably will get a lot of these references more. But basically, the main antagonist is the son of the main antagonist from the very first Tron movie. Like, not
Mm,
Tron Legacy, but like the original
original.
Tron. Yeah.
Okay.
So that one, that was kind of interesting. I thought he was going to be a protagonist, but yeah, no, it seems like he's going to be the antagonist, kind of like the guy that like not necessarily is actively being the villain, but like is accidentally the villain, kind of. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, so basically, he's found out how to bring programs to the real world. So that was all intentional. I thought the programs were going to be leaked unintentionally due to some like accident or whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an interesting twist. But basically, he's trying to get military contracts by giving military personnel like soldiers to fight their wars. So like Ares is one of many programs that was basically announced to be like these super soldiers almost because that's kind of how he introduces them. He's like, and if they ever die, I can just make you another one. So that was pretty interesting. um but they also um introduced Ares as a character that's kind of conflicted with this. Like he's like, I want more to life, which is interesting because like you'd think like a program, something that's not technically living, is the like he's emotionless. He's not like he doesn't think or feel like an actual human. I
Yeah.
mean, granted, people could say differently about the original Tron or you know the Tron Legacy TV show Tron Uprising, where it does show characters with emotion and feelings and stuff. So I get that argument, and a lot of people have kind of pointed out, well, the programs could technically just be microscopic aliens or something, because, like, how are they living and whatnot? And that's a good point, too. Like, it's a weirder point, but it does kind of make sense, because that's kind of how the ISOs were interpreted as well. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of the plot line we've got going, which honestly, again, can't say I'm disappointed. That actually sounds really interesting, and I look really forward to that. So, but yeah, let us know how you guys feel about it, though, because I'm actually curious. Anyone that's got a comment, like obviously, again, just feel free to comment. We don't mind a little critique and differences in opinion or whatever.
Oh, definitely not. I actually kind of prefer it, so.
Well, yeah, because it opens up for discussion, and
Hmm.
also to clarify, that also means be civil. Don't go attacking other people because they have a different opinion than you. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of all the news and whatnot that I've got. Do you have anything else to add before I get into the actual topic?
I do not know. I do not.
Alrighty then. Then we shall get right into today's topic, and that will be if we were superheroes. Now,
Okay.
this one kind of sparked a couple of days ago because I was like, I had another idea I can't technically remember, but that was kind of the other one that came to mind, and honestly, I kind of stuck with it. And I went as far as to write down questions and notes and stuff because, again, I want to make up for last time's podcast where I literally had nothing. So I came prepared this time, and I'm actually quite excited about this episode. So I hope you guys are too. Um, but yeah, I got a series of questions kind of going over like if we were superheroes, obviously you could probably think of some of the questions off the top of your head, but I'll kind of go over the more simple ones and like kind of work our way towards the more individual ones, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So first question: what superhero? And I'll explain this because this might be confusing. But what superhero would you be in the DC universe? Now that's not to say like you're taking on the identity of an already existing superhero, but like what kind of hero would you be in the DC universe? So like would you be a speedster like the Flash in Central City? Would you be a Kryptonian in Metropolis and like as like Superman? Would you be just an ordinary martial artist detective like Batman? So like stuff like
I
that.
okay. I would probably say something like something like Red Hood, not like
Red
a
Hood.
major superhero, but like working with superheroes.
So a vigilante more so. So you'd be kind of like you'd be working in Gotham with the training of Batman, but not necessarily like have the same moral code. Like you'd probably kill, you'd probably use pistols and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. That's kind of an interesting answer. I don't know if you know my answer off the top of your head because
Uh,
I think this one kind of surprised myself a little bit. Like I thought about it when I like thought of the question, and I think I already have
Batman.
my answer. You think I'd be more like Batman?
Yeah, like the detective-y side.
Well, surprisingly, no.
Oh.
I would want to be a lantern. I would love to be a Green
Hmm.
Lantern or a Blue Lantern. Any of the lanterns, honestly. Like maybe not like yellow or orange because they're the bad guys, but like
Yeah.
I would like to be a lantern. I'll kind of explain why, but their whole thing is about willpower and using their imagination and their abilities. And I find myself a creative person, and like I even looked it up, like while you don't necessarily have to be creative to be a lantern, it does make your fighting a lot more effective. And I thought, like maybe me who has a lot of ideas and a lot of, like enjoyment in creating things, I feel like I would be a good Green Lantern or any lantern. And honestly, I would want to be a lantern because I think that'd be kind of cool. Basically, make objects out of thin air with a ring. Like I don't know, like that always seemed cool to me. So yeah, I'd say I'd probably be a lantern.
Okay. That's a pretty. I honestly, I don't want to say I wouldn't have guessed that, but I wouldn't have guessed that. That's
Well,
a cool
I was
thing
gonna
though.
say like I didn't even think about it at first either. Like again, like when we were thinking a bit over, I'm like, do I want to be like? Oh, here you go. Do I want to be like Superman just because of recency biased? Which, by the way, have you seen it yet?
No, but I want to.
You dude, you need to. It's so good. And again, like I'm not gonna say Superman because I think maybe that's more recency biased. Plus, I don't think I'd want to be an overpowered hero in case I ever turned evil. Like it's like
Exactly.
I want to give people a chance to beat me in case I ever go evil, whatever the reason being, whether it's mind control or I actually just like lose control out of anger or whatnot. Um, But yeah, that was kind of my answer. So next one, obviously, what superhero would you be in the Marvel universe? So kind of the same concept, like
Hmm.
what kind of superhero would you be?
I got one. I'm gonna be Star-Lord.
I'll be like Star Lord, so kind of
Yeah.
like what or galaxy wide superhero. I like it.
Mostly because like he gets to go to see lots of cool places. He gets to listen to you get to basically you have like your own family in space or like your own group or your own it's like us in space and we're like living our dreams, I guess, you know?
Yeah, no, I like that answer a lot, honestly. And my answer pretty obvious. I I have to be a web slinger. I have to be like Spider-Man. So if I were to choose, yeah, no. If I could have the same abilities as Spider-Man, obviously pick a different name, pick a different suit and everything. Or who knows, maybe if those abilities come to pass in our universe somehow, I'll be the first actual Spider-Man. I'm down for that too. But yeah, no, mine's pretty obvious, a little less explanatory than the Green Lantern one. He's my favorite, and yes, that is biased. I I love Spider-Man, and I will continue to forever love Spider-Man. Alrighty, so next one, I thought this was kind of interesting because I came up with it while actually kind of like not experiencing it, but like I had it happen in real life. But basically, the answer goes in this situation, would you chase after every siren, even while on a shift at work or even on your way to an important event? To clarify, though, there are other superheroes in your universe, but are not guaranteed to also chase after them. So, like, if there was police chasing after someone, or if there was a fire that needed help being put out or whatever, would you, like, put everything down just to do it?
Um, I would honestly wait to see what this is gonna make me. I feel like it's gonna make me sound like a really bad superhero, but I would wait to like hear it out, like not to like technically hear it out, but like I'll like if a police chase ran by me or whatever, I would like listen to a radio or TV station, something that's nearby, try to get a gist of what's going on to see if I could handle it by myself. before just like running straight into it, I would probably want to be like, well, if I can do it by myself, sure, but if I can't, then I won't go now, but I'll call a friend and be like, hey, meet me here or whatever, if that
No, I
makes
get
sense.
that. I mean, admittedly, again, I would probably be a bad superhero because, like, if I was at work and, like, there were sirens going off, and I don't know if another superhero is going to be on call for that, like, admittedly, I don't know if I would be a first responder superhero like that. Like, I feel like I would just go back to work because it's like, well, another superhero can handle it. And that sounds very selfish, but like if we were to put it into realistic terms, like, hey, we still have bills to pay and I don't want to risk getting fired just to run off and go save people. And I mean, obviously you can kind of twist the answer and convince your boss like, "Hey, I'm a superhero. I may need to step away sometimes to help people." And if you have a very, understanding boss by chance, then yeah, maybe. But, that's again up for debate. But yeah, no, I don't think I'd be a really good superhero in that department. Like if other superheroes called upon me, kind of like what you were saying, then maybe. Like if it was like a worldwide event like, "Oh, Thanos is coming," or "Oh, Doomsday is coming." It's like, "Okay, well, they need me, so obviously I'm going to go."
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I would take care of like petty crime like on the way home or something. Like I'd imagine I'd have a way of transportation like a superhero, so whether that's flight or in Spider-Man's case like web shooting or whatever. Heck, maybe I'm just a fast speed walker or whatever. But anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on that. Admittedly, again, not I probably wouldn't make a great superhero, but um okay, so now this can go either fictional or, whatever. Like this can be like a completely fun answer if you want. Um but if you were in a superhero universe, what would you want to be? Would you want to be a hero? Would you want to be a villain or would you want to be an anti-hero?
Um, I would want to be a hero that goes vigilante, or a hero that goes bad and then goes from bad to vigilante.
Okay, and this is like in storytelling sense rather
Yes.
than like what you would actually do. Yeah. Um. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, honestly, I think I would just want to straight up always be a goody two shoes hero. I'd want to be. I'm not saying I would. We'll get to that in a moment.
Mm.
But admittedly, I don't think I would be, but I would want to be. Like, I'd want to be like Superman, where I have all that power, but, can hold back. Or like Spider Man, the exact same thing. Like, have that kind of, um, that power to help people, but not take advantage of it in a way where, like, oh, well, if I get angry or if a villain crosses my path the wrong day or whatever, then I'm not gonna, hold back this time.
Yeah.
Um, and then obviously the follow up question is, what kind of superhero do you think you'd be?
Mm. Um, if like being a real sense, I'd probably not be a good one. I'd probably end up being a bad guy. I won't lie. Like I feel like the what I said before is like if I could like do whatever, but like I genuinely feel like I would probably end up being a bad person by accident. Like I don't know, like be led down the wrong path and not know who to trust because I have trust issues sometimes. So like not being able to trust certain people or whatever reason, blah blah blah. But I feel like I just would probably become a bad person. Is that what you were trying to go for, or?
Yeah, no, I would honestly have to say I would probably be the same, honestly, because admittedly, like a lot of people could come out and say like, no, I'm a good enough person, but like I feel like it kind of follows along. Like I'm gonna butcher the line, but like anyone who seeks power fears to lose it, and like, if you lose your powers and like, or like do anything to keep them, basically, you're not a selfless person. Like most people with those powers are pretty selfless. Like Spider-Man was a complete accident. Superman was kind of given that ability from birth but didn't even know he was an alien until later on. So like, but he was also raised by good people. Same with Peter. Like he was in good circumstances to where he could be um a good person. Like, because the same could be said, like, if Spider Man was raised by, like, a hole uncle and Aunt May, like, he's not going to be a good person. He's probably going to use it to be vengeful. Like, I mean, heck, even in the comics, like, early comics, like, he fantasized about hurting Flash because like Flash was such a bully to him, and he
Hmm.
had the power to do it now, but he held back for the sake of like, hey, that's not what my uncle would want, or it's not truly what I want. Like it's just like I'm young and quite frankly stupid, like in that kind of sense. Like I don't want my emotions to get the best of me. And I mean, like in the Amazing Spider-Man 1, like you kind of see that with Peter, like how he like kind of bullies Flash back. So
Yeah, he kind of embarrasses him a lot. Is what he does. Yeah.
yeah,
Which
exactly. And I
which
mean,
I would honestly do the same thing. I'd probably go too far. That's why I feel like I'd say I'd be a bad person because I feel like I would end up going too far with it.
yeah, and I mean, the truth is, again, admittedly, everyone wants to be the good guy, but who truly would be the good guy? Like, who would end up being the good guy? So like I don't know, it's again all for debate, like because I feel like it's a psychological thing. Everyone's psychologically different. Like, because maybe some people could hold back more than others. Like, if they were, like, bullied their whole lives and still chose good. Like, I'm sure there are people like that out there, but, like, I don't know. It really is hard to say. Like, it's just, like, in the society we live in nowadays, like, it's just, yeah, it's really hard to tell. Um, all right. So now we'll kind of get into more, not vague, but, like, in a more specific, um, kind of judgment, more specific like questioning. But what gosh damn it, dude, I can't speak today. What superhero universe would you live in? Okay, and this can account for any of them. I'm not gonna just sit here and say there's only Marvel and DC because there's not. There are other superhero universes. Like heck, there's even like My Hero Academia from like the anime show. Like
Oh
there
man.
are other Marvel or other superhero universes out there. So
Okay.
you can pick any of those. Like, I have one in mind that I don't even know if it counts, but I'll let you go first because I'm actually curious because I don't know. Like, and because you also have to kind of take into effect like that applies to like you have to deal with the villains and the heroes and everyone and like the rules that may apply to the universe that you live in. Like, so it's really up to all that as well. Like, so kind of take those into um well, what's the word, consideration, I guess. I will
Okay.
say though, in this scenario, if you were in that specific superhero universe, let's say you are a superhero, like it can be in any way, fashion, or form that it happens, but like
Ooh.
whatever universe you join, you automatically are declared as superhero. Like you will be a superhero with superpowers or whatever. Like,
Okay. I'm gonna say Hellboy's universe. Uh, is he considered a superhero or is he not considered a superhero?
I would think so, because he is a superhero comic, if I'm not mistaken. And honestly, I don't even know what universe he falls under, because he's been in games like
He's in
DC
Dark Horse,
Universe.
but I don't know.
So yeah, there's Dark Horse, but like, oh wait, no,
Like
Spawn's in Image Comics. Okay, never mind.
he's in I think he might be somewhere around DC because he was in the Injustice League game. So maybe.
Yeah, I honestly don't know where that like falls under, because like I can't even think of any other Dark Horse comics like superheroes off the top of my head. Like, is Invincible a Dark Horse comic? I think he's Image actually, because Spawn's in his universe, and Spawn is an Image Comics superhero.
Okay. Hmm.
So
Uh,
you'll say Hellboy's
yeah,
universe?
I'll say Hellboy's universe. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, and again, I don't know if this counts because I've actually looked up the debates. Again, I did my homework this week, um, to see if my answer was valid, but also to see like how many people kind of agreed or maybe even disagreed. And again, for those of you who are involved with this particular universe, I would say the Destiny universe because, and
Hmm.
hear me out, all the people that say like, "Oh, that's not a superhero universe."
I think
We're
it
talking
is.
about characters with superpowers, not even just like power, like superpowers to fight off aliens to protect the human race. Like, if that's not superhero, I don't know what is. That's basically Guardians of the. Your character is called a Guardian, so like that's
Hmm.
basically Guardians of the Galaxy, literally. But in my opinion, I would consider it a superhero universe. Does Bungie themselves consider it a superhero universe? I don't know. I would like to think so because they are not only superheroes, but they are chosen superheroes. Like they are chosen because of their lifestyle or their purity or their sacrifice, whatever. Like, obviously, it's up to them after they come back to life because, for people who don't know the lore of a Guardian, you don't remember your past life. Like, you have no idea who you are. Um, but that being said, that universe, um, like again, like I feel like that makes it all the more like superhero like because you choose to use your powers for good. Whether or not like you as a person like who's playing the game is doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, whether it's for the grind or whatever, whether it's just like a game to get you distracted from all other things. But ultimately, it is a choice from your character to use his powers that he just now found out he had for good, to protect all of humanity. Now, obviously, it's kind of like a duty thing, like where, like, you go to the tower, your ghost kind of introduces you to everybody, and you kind of just decide right then and there. And your character, again, whether or not you would consider your character you, chooses to again like serve humanity as a guardian. Like not every guardian does that. There are characters like Drifter, like sure he comes around later on, but he's kind of like a pirate basically, uses his light for like he doesn't even trust his own ghost. Like he names his gun Trust because he that's the only thing he does trust is his gun. So again, like up for interpretation, but I'm gonna say yeah, the Destiny universe because I think A, it would be freaking cool, and B, I'm in a sci-fi world where I'm protecting humanity from aliens. Now, obviously, it's risk reward because if you die, like if your ghost dies, then you die completely. But that also takes into account for if you're careful with your ghost, you're basically invincible and immortal. Like there's no stopping you.
Which I think is cool.
Now, Yeah, and now that may sound overpowered because it technically is, but you know what? If I were to be a superhero in a universe, why not be the overpowered one? Because that ensures I don't die.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that does kind of take away from what I said in the other conversation we had, like what kind of hero we'd be and whatnot. But um, let's see. I thought I had a lot more questions than this, so forgive me if this gets cut short because we are only, what, 35 minutes into this? Okay. I mean, we can obviously have more discussion afterwards. It doesn't have to just be like strictly like if we were superheroes specifically, but I wouldn't mind sticking to that because honestly, like I have a lot more to say and talk about and whatnot. Um, but first things first, what superpowers would you have? Like if you were a superhero
Hmm.
and you could just choose what powers you have, like it can be a slew of powers, like whether or not like they correspond with each other, like Spider-Man's are all spider themed, but let's say like, oh, I want the heart of a dragon and the strength of a bear and whatever. Like it can be random, obviously. Like personally, I would stick on theme, but again, it's up to anyone's choice in terms of like what kind of superhero they would want to be, and that includes like powers and like name and such. But so, what would your superpowers be given the choice?
Given the choice, I would want to have super strength and be able to jump super high.
Ah, so kind of like the basic superhero pack. I like it.
Hmm. Mostly for the fact of like, yeah, I'm super strong, and no, I can't run super fast, but I can jump super high because I've always wanted to jump super high. I don't know why. I just
Mm.
always wanted it. But I don't know. I just feel like it'd be cool to have for one, and then two, I'd be able to use it a lot, not just for like evil, but like I can help out a lot of people or help doing a lot of things or whatever. But I don't know. I don't want to do something too overpowering. I don't want to do something too crazy. Like, yeah, it would be cool to fly, but at the same time, I feel like it would suck because I already hate like riding my bike or a skateboard and get hit in the face by a bug. I can't imagine, dude. I just can't imagine getting hit in the face by a bug going like over 100 miles an hour. Like, I don't want that. So stick
no,
with something
I
basic.
no, I get that, and honestly, I like it. I like the simplicity of those powers because again, it goes well with like storytelling. Like Captain America, he doesn't necessarily have a ton of superpowers, or at least shown ones, but he's super strong. Like he can survive like long drops or whatever, but he can also like take on bigger threat. Like he held his own against Thanos for a little bit by himself, and then like obviously there were hidden powers like he was worthy enough to wield Mjolnir. Like he could use Thor's hammer because he was worthy. Um,
Yeah.
but then there's again like his power pack is so simple that it makes it interesting for storytelling. Like he literally takes on mostly like governmental threats or whatever, and that's because he's Captain America. But yeah, no, I think that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, what I
What
guess
about you? What would you do?
so mine so I'm gonna dial mine down a little bit because I want to clarify no, I'm not Wolverine. But I'm very similar to Wolverine. I would say probably super senses, so like super hearing, super smelling. I'd be like a tracking hero, but I'd also have super strength. I don't think I'd have super healing, but like super strength and then super senses basically. And I'd be kind of like a
Okay.
wolf themed hero.
Mm, okay. I
So,
like that. I respect that.
that kind of ties into our next question. what kind of or what would your superhero name be? Now this one's a little bit more tricky because that's
Yeah, that
obviously,
is tricky.
yeah, it kind of like throws you into like, okay, well, what would my name actually be? So,
That also's got to tie into what my outfit would look like too.
yeah,
Oh
and I
man.
mean, if you were to theme yourself, yeah, I would say so. Like, I feel like for Invincible, like his is interesting because he doesn't have a symbol. He kind of just like wears a simple colored outfit and then just has the name Invincible because that's basically what he nearly is. Like he's like invincible on Earth, like he can hold his own mostly against Earth threats. Like when it comes to other Viltrumites and everything, maybe not so much, but like in terms of like normal superhuman super threats, like yeah, he can kind of hold his own.
Okay, I got a name, but I don't know how well it is.
Let's
Um,
hear it, man.
I'm gonna say Shadow Slayer.
Shadow Slayer, interesting. I like it because, again, your powers are simple, but that implies that you're good. Like shadow could imply like you're fighting the darkness, you're fighting evil. So Slayer could imply like yeah, you're defeating the darkness. You're fighting the bad guys. So I like it, Shadow Slayer. Personally, mine's a little less creative, but also like I think kind of just like wanted to keep it simple. Mine's Canis Lupus, which, for those who don't know what that means, it's Latin and where the origins of the word wolf come from. So, like, Canis lupus literally just means wolf. Canis meaning canine, meaning it's a part of the canine family, and lupus meaning like wolf or hound, or not hound. Sorry, wolves don't count as hounds, but yeah. So just Canis lupus.
Okay, I think that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I like that you tied something that your character's about into it as well. I think it sounds like I feel like it's like it suits you, you know? I also don't mean to stutter. I apologize. But like I think it would fit you pretty well.
Yeah, no, I think honestly, again, like, and maybe we'll have to get around to it at some point, like, cause I feel like even as like just friends, like we could come up with ideas for a good superhero universe. Like personally, I think we could. I know a lot of people would be like, "Oh, well, like it takes like skill in writing and art and whatnot." I'm like, no, there were a couple of like friend groups that literally, like, I can't remember the ones that did it, but like they were literally just friends in school that like came together and just made a superhero universe. And I think that could be a lot of fun, but if it was successful, it could be very beneficial for everyone that's involved too. So, like
Oh yeah.
financially, like just overall health wise too. Like I feel like like it could be like a big confidence booster or whatever. Like in case anyone's dealing with like possibly, I don't know. Like I'm like, again, like I'm kind of generalizing and or like being too specific on things, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get it. It's just like a cool. I like doing stuff like this because it like opens up my creativity for one, and two, it allows me to like immerse myself in another world or like bring back my inner. I don't want to say like this is childish, but like it brings back my inner child and like all my imagination. Like here's my thing. When I'm driving home, I'll like think of like different scenarios, like, yo, like what if I was in this universe, or what if I did that to help this out better, or I don't know why I do it. I just do it. Like I come up with stories in my head all the time for like no reason at all, but I just do it to keep myself entertained.
Funny enough, I do the same, but how I do it is I listen to the Minecraft soundtrack because it's just so peaceful. I love just like turning it on in my car, like just on the Bluetooth, and just like listening to Like, cause it also brings a lot of nostalgia. Like, I don't know what it is, but like a lot of the old Minecraft songs just take me back to like, cause to clarify, I wasn't a PC player for all those who are wondering. I was always a console player. So I grew up on Xbox 360's Minecraft, but that was just nostalgia for me because although we didn't get the updates as fast as like PC or whatnot, like it was just it was so good. Like I enjoyed every bit of it. Like it was always such a blast. So
It is fun. It
um
is the music's very peaceful too. Like I'll occasionally listen to it, but like I like to just like put it on to keep myself calm.
yeah, no, really. I feel like I could honestly fall asleep to the Minecraft playlist. Like it's just yeah, like you said,
I have
super
done that
peaceful.
before.
I can't recall if I have done it or not. I don't think I have, but I need to try
I'll
it.
fall asleep. I'll fall asleep to the Minecraft music. I'll fall asleep to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack or something like that. So
Is there a lo-fi Minecraft? Like, is there a lo-fi, Minecraft that's already calm, but like make it even more calming through lo-fi?
there's a
But,
hundred. There's gotta be something like that out there.
but yeah, no, honestly, yeah. Um, well, on that note, yeah, like, do we wanna? Should we come out and say like, hey, let's make a comic book together. Let's make a superhero comic like we did back in high school. Like obviously this time we can actually initiate it because I have the proper tools and everything, but also just like, we're probably old enough to understand a lot of storytelling that we probably didn't get back when we were in high school, so
I mean, I'd be down for it. I would be. I think it'd be cool. Because like like you have a lot of stories and I have a lot of stories. Like I don't see why we don't just throw them together. But
honestly, I've thought about doing a freaking comic strip of our friend group, like just a little thing I'd post on like Instagram or something or TikTok and have music play in the background and it's just like literally our friend group's adventures on like, you know, gaming or whatever, like what like maybe it's like a little comic strip about us playing Minecraft or like we are actual characters in the Minecraft world or whatever. Like I thought something
hmm
like that would be fun, but obviously portrayed kind of by our persona. So like you would be Phantom Voyager, sorry, and Andrew would be Red Ronin, and Garion would be Neurag, and I'd be yet to be, but um, but yeah, no, I think something like that would be fun. Like I think we could have a blast with that. We just need to obviously come together and put something together like that at some point. But you know,
yeah, I would be cool with it. Okay, so if you if you were fighting Thanos, would you aim for the head, or would you not aim for the head?
see, I think morally, like obviously morally, it's probably more correct to do so, like to end the problem before it gets worse. But like I don't know, I feel like I'd be a lot like Batman and hold back. I don't know, because I think that's the other thing a lot of people forget. Because to all like Snyder fans, again, I'm gonna come out and say like I'm not gonna bash on it, like I'm not. But ultimately, what I realized is the Snyderverse kind of tried to be the Marvel universe because it doesn't realize that the characters in that universe have different morals than the Avengers. Like the Avengers are fine with killing. Like they are okay with killing people. But Batman and Superman, they have codes of honor. They're not going to kill because they have the
Yeah.
ability to choose not to. Like obviously Iron Man has killed people. Captain America has killed people. A lot of people forget that, but he has. Thor, literally Norse god of legend that kills things. Black Widow, an
hmm
assassin. Hawkeye, a freaking Um, you know, like I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily considered an assassin as well, but like he's a well-trained spy, so regardless, he probably and has killed. So again, like not far-fetched in any of those senses. Like again, like and I think that's a lot of people forget. So like they don't realize like, hey, Batman killed in the Snyderverse. Hey, Superman killed in the Snyderverse. Well, that's more realistic. It's like, okay, well, Batman and Superman aren't supposed to be realistic. They're supposed to be better than realistic. Like
Yeah.
Batman literally would not kill the guy that killed his adopted son. Like, I mean, come on. Like, yes, he came back as Red Hood, but still, he would not kill Joker even after that because he
No.
chose to. Like he
Yeah.
was just better than like, and even he pointed out like if I kill Joker, then I'm no better than he is. Like because I had the ability to do that, but I chose not to.
Yeah, Batman could never kill Joker. Like they kind of need each other.
Well, I think
Honest.
that's Joker's logic. I think Batman's logic is just like I don't want to be as bad as the guys that killed my parents. Like so. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, so ultimately, I'd like to think I wouldn't, but at the same time, I'd probably have the dilemma of like, well, it's the right choice, right? Like killing one to save half of a universe would be worth it, right? Like that's just logically that's more correct.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Personally, I don't think I would. I'd probably have someone do it. Like I'd have a fellow superhero who is fine with killing do it, but if there wasn't a choice and it came down to it, people would probably want me to, even if I wouldn't want to. So,
Okay. Um, I'm trying to think. Like, would you try to take like? Okay, this is. I know I'm keeping a Marvel thing, but like, would you snap your fingers with the gauntlet, or would you be like, oh hell no, I don't want that. Have someone else do it.
again, if it came down to it and like someone could do it without dying, then sure. But if like the Hulk could withstand the power of the gauntlet. But like if it was if I was in Iron Man's shoes where like no one else was around the gauntlet that could handle its power, then yes, I would take the chance to snap my fingers if that meant saving the world from half extinction again. Like that just sounds worth it to me to give my life for others. Like and ultimately like if I was a superhero, that'd be my goal is to like protect others at all costs because I don't really care about myself all the time at that point. I care more so about the betterment of humanity and whether or not I leave it in worse conditions than it was before, I leave it knowing that I tried instead of just like giving up and seeing the world crumble before me.
That's fair. I respect that. Do you have any other questions? Like
Unfortunately,
what
no.
color
That
would your suit be? Like if you gotta pick a whole color palette, what color would it be?
okay. So if I was the wolf superhero, I'd probably try to keep it just like white, maybe like some outlines of black, and then I'd probably have the eyes be yellow or green, like just kind of simple wolf colors. Like obviously, I'd be a white wolf at that point, but like something along that line. If I was my own superhero, though, I thought of a really cool combo the other day. It was like white, black, gold, and purple.
Hmm.
I thought
Okay.
I thought that would be kind of cool. And who knows? Maybe that's my new persona. Who knows? But anyway, what about you? What would your color palette be?
Um, it would. I kind of really like the way or not Jason Todd, but like Red Hood's was. I kind of like the way his is. His looks really cool. Um,
Kind of the brown leather jacket and the gray armor with the red mask.
yeah, but I don't want to like obviously do what he does. I want it to feel like it's mine. So I'd probably do like yeah, like probably a black leather jacket, blue jeans, pair of black boots, and then I'd probably have I wouldn't say probably a red hood. I'd probably have like a I don't know, like a galaxy purple kind of hood, like black, but like in certain shade, like certain reflections, it looks purple.
Mm, that would be kind of cool. So kind of like how modern Batman's kind of portrayed. Like his cape can be like his black colors could be kind of like considered blue, like a dark blue, rather than a you know. So
Yeah, that's me personally. Would you wear a cape or no cape?
I feel like so I had a kind of a cool idea, but like I had this idea of like what if I had a system where like if you were a superhero in a universe to graduate and become like a well-known superhero, you'd have to wear a cape. Like I thought that'd be kind of a cool concept. It's almost um like a diploma or like a license or whatever. It's kind of like a way of passage of like, hey, you're a superhero now. Like you're one of the greats now. Like people will know your name because you're one of the heroes. Like
So like wearing a cape is graduating or getting rid of a cape is graduating.
uh keeping the cape. So like using the
Okay.
cape. So and ultimately obviously like there are other heroes that don't have capes. I think Superman's is kind of self-explanatory, like it's just a Kryptonian heritage thing. Batman, it's his glider, helps him get down in places. Hell, it uses it in combat sometimes to like brush over
Mm-hmm.
enemies' eyes and whatnot. Kind of a theatrical way to deceive his enemies and distract them. Um, but then you got characters like Wonder Woman and Flash who don't really need capes. Like the Flash, he's super fast. If it got caught on something, he would like be in a lot of trouble.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so it's stuff like that. But what about you? Would you wear a cape?
Um, I wouldn't say a cape, but probably. Well, would you consider a cloak a cape or no? Or is like different? Because if no,
Depends.
then I'd
Like
do a cloak.
so, cloak is like a cape with a hood, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like what the hobbits wear, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider because like the hunters in Destiny 2 have hoods, but I would consider them capes because they're just capes with hoods. Yeah, so like or cloaks. Yes, cloaks are capes with hoods. Yeah, or hoods with capes. I don't know, vice versa. But
Because I would 100. I love cloaks. I think cloaks are so bad A looking. I don't know why. It just makes every character look so cool.
yeah, that does sound pretty cool, honestly. Like I think my personal character, no. I think with Canis Lupus, I think it could be a lot like Black Panther, where like some versions he wears a cape and it looks really cool. So I feel like with him maybe, but with my personal character, probably not.
Okay.
All right, now last question that I can't kind of came up with, but actually, how much time do we have? I keep forgetting like
That's
we're
a
on a
good question.
timer. Um,
Sometimes I keep forgetting that the podcast is going. I'm not saying I forget about you guys. I'm just saying like sometimes I forget. Yeah, I just forget sometimes. That's
we
all.
have about 30 seconds, so this could work. Um,
Okay, sweet.
but basically, what? Who is your favorite superhero? I should say.
Oh man, my favorite. I can't decide, man. That's too it's too messed up. I thought you liked me. I thought we were friends.
I mean, mine's just
Um,
too obvious. So, like, I mean, I don't know.
um, damn. Hmm. Batman.
Batman's your favorite.
Yeah, I've always grown up liking Batman. Batman's always been cool. He's always been my go-to. I'll say Batman.
Understandable, and honestly, I can see it because like even you with your Arkham Knight streams and whatnot, like I think that's pretty cool. So it kind of falls in line full circle. Like heck, my favorite superhero, I played his games on stream all the time, and that would be, of course, my favorite webhead slash everyone's favorite webhead, Spider-Man. So yeah, no, I think that's a pretty solid choice, and not gonna lie.
Yeah, I just like Batman because he's got a good group of friends. Um, I don't know. I just like his morals. So like the reason why he fights and what he fights for.
Yeah, no, I like that. And honestly, you got a good moral code at that point too. Like again, the no killing rule. All right. Well, I think that is it. Yep, that'll
Oh,
do it. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying this podcast thus far. And I hope you guys continue to watch it and listen to it or whatever you do. Please make sure to go follow slash subscribe on our YouTube channel at Sense of Humor Podcast. And of course, go check out Travis slash Phantom Voyager, man. Phantom Voyager on both Twitch and YouTube. I believe he's still Griffin Shock on YouTube though, but go check him out regardless. Um, Go check out our other friends like the Noirag, the Red Ronin. You can also check out my brother Mackie Makes. And if you guys really want to, maybe get my brother Gren Jabies to start streaming again. Go check him out on Twitch. Um, you can find me here, obviously. I haven't uploaded on my YouTube channel in a while. And bear in mind, I will keep the names the same on everything. So, like YouTube, Twitch, etc. So, if that ever becomes confusing, just know it'll be under the same handle for sure. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Or do you have anything else to end off on, Travis?
I do not know.
Alrighty. And without further ado, peace.
Peace.